I knew from a point that I wanted to be a football coach because of how the impact that I felt the coaches could have. I thought that football coaches have more impact than bankers, lawyers, doctors because of how young men look up to them. And I just know the feeling of putting the arm around a young man, what the coaches did to me. I know coaches were affirming, and so I wanted to affirm other young men.
When I first met Fitz, he did have a passion for coaching. He's always had one. I
was fortunate to get the job as a head 36-year-old to become the head football coach at San Jose State. Didn't realize what all that meant. I just wanted to be a head coach, so I guess enlarged my influence, increased my territory, thinking that God had destined me for that opportunity, and He did. My goal at that time was to be the first African-American head football coach to win a national championship, which was a very selfish goal. I could just see myself getting that crystal ball, holding it up there, when you see Nick Saban and those people doing that, that was my vision. I remember in 2002, we went to the University of Illinois. We were a 35-point underdog, and they were Big Ten defending champions, and we beat them 38-35. My head was so big then, you couldn't tell me, I couldn't get inside this room because I was full of myself. And 2002 season, we were turnaround program of the year. I've got a couple national coaching awards. I was able to get a new 4-year contract. I received a vote of confidence from the administration. So ESPN had called our athletic director and said, hey, listen, we want to. Boise was ranked 9th in the country at the time, undefeated. They wanted to give them some TV exposure on the East Coast. So they called my athletic director and said, hey, would you guys look at moving your game to 9 a.m. in the morning to be on ESPN? I said, absolutely. I said, I'm gonna do the best coaching job of my life to play Boise State on national TV. For that morning, Cynthia came and gave me a note from my oldest daughter, Destiny. And she said, read this when you get a chance today at your coffee break. I opened, read the letter from Destiny, said, Dear God, thank you for blessing my mom, my dad, and our family. Then at the bottom, she said, P.S., please let us move back to Arkansas. And that was the way she finished the letter. So, man, I just looked and said, it made me think, they were with me to support my dream, but they were not happy. And so just that week, it just really hit me what Destiny had said in her letter. So as we prepared for the Boise State game, I felt very confident. I said, well, we're going to shock the world right here. I think they may have scored first at the time, but then we come back and tie it up. It's 35-35. I think we score again. It's 42-35. They score again. It's 42-42. We take the ball and drive the ball all the way down the field to have a chance to score and win the game. The holder called for the ball, perfect. Hold was there, kick goes up. There it is, I see it. I'm getting ready to jump up, and it must have been an angel. Somebody just came up. This guy had a 42-inch vertical jump from Boise State, and he blocked, he tipped, deflected, and we missed it. And immediately, my special team coach ran up to me and said, Coach, what happened? And I immediately thought about Destiny's letter. I said, God just answered Destiny's prayer, and I'm getting ready to go back to Arkansas. I decided after that, I'd done everything I could do. I worked as hard as I could work. This was not for me. I would resign the next week, and I would move back to Arkansas, not knowing, but I just said, hey, God, I don't know what it is you have for me, but I've tried to do it my way. Show me what it is you want me to do, and wherever you lead me, I will follow.
So it was a definitely positive thing, and it changed a lot about his spirit. I saw him a happier person.
But that 4-year experience was really the training ground to come to 1621 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, because this is where the dream really was.
He says, I just took a job at Arkansas Baptist College. And I said, Fitz, I remember a little bit about that school. I said, but boy, that school's not very big. And he says, well, guess what? I'm gonna be the president. And he says, so I think it's, what God wants me to do. And that was different because I'd always heard Fitz talk about what he wanted to do. I think the thing that arrested me was he says, it's what God wants me to do.
So when I came here and I had to start, looking at the buildings that were dilapidated and the boarded up houses in the community, I saw an opportunity to really start a transformation process.
I can say without having a father figure in my life that he is another father figure that I can look to and to see what he is doing and to learn from those things.
Through his vision, he's provided the opportunity for them to be able to come here and study at Arkansas Baptist College. Many of the students, if it were not for Dr. Hill's vision, would not have an opportunity to access higher education.
That's why I know I've been placed here, and my opportunity to help the least of these have been empowered by being the president of Arkansas Baptist College. When I was a football coach, I had to tell them, you have to go someplace else because you don't meet NCAA standards. So that's what empowers me, that I can take a person who somebody else has told that you don't qualify, and I can say, yes, you do here, baby, let's go. But because of the lowness, the valleys of being the head coach of San Jose State, I am so much closer to God. I'm a stronger Christian than what ever been. I'm a better husband, and I'm a better father. Those are the most important things in my core values of life that I never would have been had I been successful on the football field.